surprise then when people talk about the resurgence of rock, that from Detroit, the White Stripes lead the charge.
My name's Jack White, and this is my big sister, Meg, on the drums.
You guys aren't new. You've done this for a long time, but all of a sudden you're new.
I guess, I don't know, it just seemed like something's...
Right time came along.
I don't know, something's clicking with somebody.
When did it occur to you that, oh wow, wait a minute, this is actually starting to...
I think when we got to England and things, we just assumed it was going to be a tiny little tour, and it ended up being a gigantic, you know, huge impact out of the blue. It just, John Peel had been really supporting us over there, and we didn't realize. We just thought it was going to be a small little tour and ended up being on the covers of magazines. People go to a record store and they find something that's obscure that nobody else knows about. They want to take it home, they want to love it, you know, a 45 or something. And if they do love it, they're going to tell people about it. So they tell their friends, look at this band I found, isn't it great? And then they like it too. But they don't want everybody to like it. They just want, I want to tell you that I like this, you know, it becomes their identity. So a lot of people felt like when ours got more successful that they've lost their identity with us and they don't own the band anymore because everybody on the block has heard of it or something. Which is a shame because a lot of the same people, you know, who like that or like the Rolling Stones and like the Who, you know, those people were on television all the time, you know, and they were having top 40 hits all the time. It's terrible attitude to hate music because other people like it.
Deadliest and a dirty crown when I know you're not around. Shoulder tops and shoulder pops when I hear your lips make a sound. When I hear your lips make a sound.
People seem to be starving for a rock and roll band, and that's why I think it's so neat. Every time they talk about a new sound or a new band that's coming back, they only ever talk about bands that just have a respect for an original sound.
Yeah.
Without sounding like I don't even know what a garage rock band's supposed to sound like anymore.
It seems like a lot of people sort of fool themselves, you know, into thinking they're original, like, or they're attempting, you know, this futuristic music. Or it just seems like if you come out with a band and you use all electronic equipment and you record digitally and you have a drum machine and 50 samples and somebody rapping or whatever it is, that all of a sudden it's cutting edge music, you know. Yet all these things, electronic music was done by Kraftwerk 30 years ago, and rap music has been around for 15 years.
It's one death rapper, I know I can hang. I'm ripping Run DMC like Cooper Cool in the gang.
I think anyone who really feels that they're doing something original is really fooling themselves. You shouldn't even want to, in one sense. One sense, you should be wanting to uphold the tradition of music and join the tradition of music and respect your elders, you know, respect the people that came before you.
When I hear my name, I want to disrupt me.
What's incredible is that if you really want to be different, without trying to be different, take away the instruments. It's a lot easier for people to recognize when you make a mistake.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the mistakes are the best part too. I mean, there's not enough mistakes. You know, everyone records albums now and they fix them on computer and they make them perfectly in time. You know, everything is completely edited on computer and the drums line up perfectly to this perfect metronome, digital metronome, which takes all the soul out of music at all and they make it sound like it's completely generated by a machine, not by a human being.
We won't get into the thing about you two specifically, but just being individuals who are now thrust into a spotlight. Is it what you set out and is it too much? Because humans aren't designed for this kind of...
I don't know. It's like, I think that we just did what we wanted to do. We wrote the songs we wanted to do and we made the albums we wanted to do and all this stuff came afterwards.
You can hear me coming down the hall.
It wasn't like we signed to a major label and we have to come up with a hit, we have to come up with a great album because we need to deliver the goods. That was this album that people know about now is an album we made, you know, 2001, you know, January 2001. And it's before anybody in the mainstream had ever heard of us.
Now they're clawing on you.
That's okay. That's all right. That's fine, you know. I mean, if the band ended tomorrow, it wouldn't break my heart. We've done what we wanted to do all this whole time. We've never conceded and bowed down to anybody about artwork or song titles or music or where we play and why. We've always done whatever we wanted to do.
But it bears repeating now.